As you might have heard by now, Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed again from February 14th to March 20th. We were 36 days away and now 70 days. It hurts. I was really excited to play. I was getting ready. I was making a lot of plans. Now we have to wait more. But it will be for the best. Like, you cannot really argue that it won't be for the best. In this video, I want to go over some new info we learned after the delay announcement. I listened to the whole Ubisoft investor call, as you maybe saw during the stream. But I wanted to do this quick video as well to get you up to speed on everything without having to watch like an hour and a half stream. So, this is where they announced it. Assassin's Creed Shadows now releases on March 20th. 2025. Let's go over their statement. Dear players, we want to extend our heartfelt thanks to our incredible fans and dedicated teams for your unwavering support since our announcement in September for further refine and polish Assassin's Creed Shadows. Since November, we've been thrilled to share our progress through gameplay overviews, the blog post, with of course the gameplay that I drop here on the channel. Totally subscribe for way more gameplay in the future, and the overwhelming excitement has truly inspired us. And yeah, we'll go over that, but things have been looking up since the new gameplay they dropped. Each week has brought us valuable feedback from our community. While we've already made remarkable strides, we believe a few additional weeks are needed to implement that feedback and ensure an even more ambitious and engaging day one experience. So during the investor call, it was asked, okay, what is that feedback? And Ubisoft kind of danced around the topic, but what they basically said is that they wanted to continue fine-tune gameplay mechanics and progression balancing. So we already know that the delay from November to February was to focus on polish, debug and balancing. It honestly has been great to be able to tweak the game and push the overall quality. We've been able to make changes and tweaks on the parkour, for example, or touch up the parry mechanics or work on cinematic transitions. For example, we felt there was a stickiness in the parkour. The delay allowed us to accelerate the responsiveness of inputs and fix rooftop behaviors that were impending on Noway's fluidity. The team is making something we're all proud of with this extra time. And that's really what we've been seeing. Like, this is the older parkour gameplay, and you sometimes feel a sort of quick freeze when Noway does like an acrobatic move. And it's still pretty fluid, but if we then go to the newer gameplay we have, I don't know, it just feels just a bit more fluid. I can't really put my finger on it, but just looking at it, you immediately see it. So yeah, we are already seeing the benefits of the delay. Again, like the stumbles, and I don't know, it just looks really, really awesome. So yeah, with an extra month, I mean, I've said it before as well, but if you play an Assassin's Creed game at launch and then going to the first update that they release always feels like a pretty big step. Like, Valhalla in January was way better than Valhalla in November when it came out. And now we're basically getting what Valhalla was in March on day one instead of the kind of broken mess that Valhalla was in November. Accordingly, the new release date is March 20th, 2025. We remain committed to delivering a high-quality, immersive experience fostered by ongoing dialogue between our players and the development teams. We know you're eager to learn more about Assassin's Creed Shadows, and we're excited to share that more updates will be coming your way very soon. Mark Alexis Cote on behalf of all the teams working on Assassin's Creed Shadows. Yes, very soon. They namely said this during the investor call.
Next week we will be hosting gamers, content creators and journalists in our studios in Quebec City for a hands-on session where they will be able to play the game and interact with the team.
So yeah, next week, hands-on sessions. People get to play Assassin's Creed Shadows, which usually means that they get to talk about it rather quickly after that. So we will finally see more gameplay than just the small 2-minute long snippets that I of course like to post here. But keep it locked to the channel for everything Assassin's Creed Shadows, of course. But yeah, that's exciting, right? It seems like they are not pushing the marketing further, which did happen when the game was delayed from November to February, because they went quiet and then they were like drip feeding the information. So it really seems that instead of pushing everything back by a month just like the game, they're still going on with the marketing plan and are actually adding an extra month of stuff for us to be hopefully excited about. Now, of course, another wrinkle to this is that February was insanely crowded, and Ubisoft knew this before they delayed the game from like November to February, because all these games were already there. Like a Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, they actually moved the release date up to February 4th. Other big games, like again, Shadows is still for the 14th here, but it was like being sandwiched between Kingdom Come, Avowed, Monster Hunter Wilds, of course, the other big game. Like, this game already was in the top selling game list on Steam. It was in the top 100 most sold games for 2024. 3 months before launch. Like, this game is gonna be enormous. And now they're 3 weeks after that. So people that are like excited for Wilds get to play that. After 3 months, I'm sure they're still excited to play Wilds, but they might be looking for something else. And if we go to March here, like Split Fiction is the big game, of course, from the It Takes Two makers, but slightly different, of course. There's really not a lot happening. Adamfall might be like, ooh, damn. And the Verse Berserker, Kazan, I know people are kind of interested in those games, but they are not of the same caliber as an Avowed or a Monster Hunter or Kingdom Come. And we, of course, have Yakuza in Hawaii in February as well. So this is a way better spot, March 20th. And yeah, Ubisoft needs all the eyes they can get. And normally, an Assassin's Creed game would never move out of the way because other games would be scared. But again, Ubisoft is in a desperate situation. They need this game to hit. Look, I think the game is gonna do very well, and with this delay, maybe even better because of the better release month and because it's gonna have way more polish, even more than it already had with the first delay. Again, it is even wild that the game was delayed out of November to begin with, because that never happened before for a mainline title. I want to end on this interesting comment that I saw under my stream from Miss Teros. In my opinion, a month delay is actually a good sign, as backwards as it sounds. If Ubisoft thought they had a stinker of a game, they would just release it ASAP. Delays cost a lot of money. A month isn't enough to fix a stinker, but it is good enough time to polish. This strikes me as Ubisoft understanding that Shadow's success is very important for the future of their company, and they seem to be taking serious efforts to fix their company image after Outlaw's underwhelming launch. So many companies, including Ubisoft in the past, just release a broken game and fix it with patches. A month delay is much preferable to releasing a broken, glitchy product just to meet a deadline. This is good for the industry. Devs need to stop being so comfortable with releasing buggy games. And yeah, that is true. I mean, this is gonna cost them another 10 million or something, this delay. I don't think it will be delayed again. I know that question might come up, but this is like March 20th. Their financial year ends on April 1st. This is the final time that they can still launch this and have it be part of their current financial year. And all the signs I'm seeing with the content I put out, lots of eyeballs. Lots of people want this to succeed. And if the new gameplay that we see after people get to play it, and if that is like, that will be a very important moment. And if they from there, again, we still really don't know a lot about this game that is gonna be like 100 hours to complete. If you think about it, we still really have no clue who all the people are that we meet, all the missions that we can do, all the activities, what the inventory menu looks like, what the different progression systems will be. There's so many unknowns still, and I think it's on one end also nice that we now, instead of it felt like coming back from Christmas and then poof, immediately, okay, Shadows is coming out in a month. Felt like kind of rushing to launch. Again, I would have loved to play the game February 14th. I don't mind about the other games. I'm looking forward to Shadows. But having that extra breathing time, that extra polish, like they can basically add another sizable update to the game. I'm gonna ask, if I get the chance, what did you fix? What is the impact on the post-launch? That's a question that I'm really curious about. Does it mean that the first season has been pushed back? Are the DLCs now launching earlier than they first expected? Because again, we have never seen a delay like this. So fascinating stuff, I think. But yeah, it is what it is. I was surprised. I did not expect this. it will be for the best. When we are all playing in March, we will forget about this whole situation and hopefully have a much better game. So let me know what you think, of course, in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the bell notification, because then you'll be the first to know when new Assassin's Creed Shadow content dropped. And as you heard, there's a lot of stuff coming your way. Yeah, leave a like and check out my previous video by clicking on the screen from the main channel, where I go over all the awesome parkour improvements and changes. I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.